recall didn't show anything, no sign of a baby, gestational sac, anything.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
If you're new here, we are the LaRose family, and in this channel we discuss everything love, marriage, building a family, and a little of everything.
Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell.
Before we jump into today's video, you all know love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, does not boast, it is not proud.
It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It holds no record of wrong.
And above all, love never fails.
Well guys, in this episode, we will be continuing our pregnancy story. For new viewers, please check the card above to see part 1 of our pregnancy story. So, without any further delay, let me hand you over to my lovely, beautiful chocolate pie to continue this video.
So guys, as you all know, I got pregnant with the 2 endometriosis cysts in my ovaries. Just a correction, I can recall in the previous video that I mentioned that I had the 2 cysts in my uterus. That's a correction, it wasn't in my uterus, it was in my ovaries. And the doctor did say that the chances of getting pregnant with the cyst is very low. And even if you do get pregnant, it can result in an ectopic pregnancy. That is where the baby is either implanted in your fallopian tube or somewhere outside of the uterus. So that was a major concern. So because that was a major concern, I was advised by the doctor to have another ultrasound done just a week after I found out that I was pregnant to see where the gestational sac is. We went, we did the ultrasound. I can recall didn't show anything, no sign of a baby, gestational sac, anything. At that point I remember getting very much afraid because I'm thinking, oh my, maybe I have an ectopic pregnancy, because the fact that you're not seeing anything in the uterus, it means that it's outside of the uterus or inside of the fallopian tube. So I was a bit concerned. I remember my family being there, to support me and for us to just celebrate the fact that, I'm having a baby and so on. But indeed, I remember, because we didn't see anything at that first ultrasound, I was very much afraid. I remember going into the washroom and I cried, I was like, God, what is this? You allow me to be pregnant only to find out that it's possible that I may have an ectopic pregnancy. So however, what brought some amount of relief to us is the fact that we did the ultrasound a bit too early. So we were advised to come the week after to see where the gestational sac was. So we had the second ultrasound done the following week. Honey, you take the wheel.
Guys, so it was time to do the second ultrasound. I was nervous, I was excited, I was happy because this is the first time I'm going to see the first developing stage of our child. When we went to see the doctor, she was excited to see us. She was like, I thought you guys were coming yesterday. Right? And then we was like, no, it's today we actually scheduled. And she said she was telling her friends about Giovanna, right? And with everything that is happening, yet still she's pregnant. So now it's time for the big moment. So we went in the room to get the ultrasound done. We saw that gestational sac right in the right position that it is supposed to be. And then we were like, God, you're great. When we saw that thing, right away I had if you guys can see the video, you guys can see that everything was always recorded. I recorded everything. I didn't play because I know that this here is exactly God, and I know that every process that we're going through, God is in the midst. And I know everything would have been okay. So after the gestational sac was there, the doctor advised that you're pregnant, right? And the baby's in the right position. So now your husband, this was the part.
And you remember to Jeffrey, it was so like a shock to her because she never really experienced that before. Someone with that size cyst being pregnant and it's in the right location. We were like her first client with that experience. It was like really amazing to her, She was like, I've never seen this before. She was like, wow, I've never seen this before.
Yeah, indeed. I know after that she started giving warnings. She was like, you need to go home and rest. After that, she advised her partner that she would definitely need to go on bed rest. She was asking her about the type of work she does. and telling her that she can't lift anything heavy.
Yeah.
She can't sweep.
Because it will be another sort of complication if you know I'm pregnant and with a cyst and then the cyst ruptures. So that would have been another set of complications. So to prevent that, he said, you know, I have to take it easy because I'm considered high risk.
So after that, she told us to come back within the 6 weeks of our pregnancy to continuously do a checkup to see the growth of the cyst
and
the baby to ensure that there's no complication there. So, you know, during the process of the time, every night when I go to bed, I would literally rest my hand on Giovanna's tummy. And I would keep praying and asking God, you know, to heal her and asking God that everything would be safe and she would have a safe delivery. When we went back the 6th week to see if everything is okay, she did the checkup and everything was fine.
And we saw the baby's heartbeat.
Yeah, we saw baby's heartbeat. It was going boop, boop.
That was such a
boop.
Such a
Boop.
sweet and beautiful moment.
I could recall, you know, as you guys can see, when we saw this heartbeat, you know,
it's like
water settle, you know, water literally settle in our eyes, and you know, it was like, you know, this is it, little baby Chaffet beating in Giovanna's womb, and we were so excited, right? It was like filled with joy. I could recall, you know, during that state, Giovanna was eating a lot.
I was eating for
every single thing. I see the same thing that she's mentioning. She's eating for two. That is exactly what she kept saying. That she's eating for two, right? But you know, during the pregnancy experience, it was fun until we reached to the 19th week.
Yeah.
When we went back to do
another checkup.
Ultrasound. We thought everything was going so smoothly.
Yeah.
But when we went to do this ultrasound, it was, you know, something else came up.
So actually we went to, you know, look at the baby's development and also to find out its gender, which it was a bit early, but it was kind of surprising to us that we could have found out the baby's gender. We found out it was a boy, which I remember Jeffrey knew that he'd getting his son. Right, and the doctor discovered another major issue, and that was placenta previa. Right, placenta previa is a condition where the placenta, the organ which feeds the baby, is situated right either near or just over the cervix. And as you know, the cervix is the area where, you know, once dilated, the baby comes out. So any kind of movement or any problem down there can cause bleeding. It can cause the cervix to open, and that can cause bleeding because the placenta is situated right over it. So that was a major thing. And according to research, it says that 1 in every 1,000 women have placenta previa. And I was one of the 1,000. So it was bad news. And likewise, as the doctor recommended, you know, I should be on bed rest, and she even enforced those rules even more strict to the extent where she said I shouldn't even go to work because it's that serious. And where I work required me to walk 4 floors every day. Every day go to work is 4 floors I had to walk. So because she was made to understand of my daily activity, she was like, no, this can't happen because any little shift at the bottom there can result to something really deadly. So instead of me at that moment celebrating the fact that, you know, I'm having a boy and, you know, enjoying the pregnancy and stuff, it's like, guys, it was like so many things, one thing after the other. So many things keep coming up. One time I'm scared because of the cyst, and the next time I'm scared because of the placenta previa, which is even more deadly or dangerous than the cyst. I remember crying like, God, what really happening? What's really happening?
So, you know, at that point I continued to remind Giovanna. I said, Giovanna, you know, God give us a child. You can see that definitely this shall come out. You can see both of you come out safely from the delivery. And you know, we never stop praying. Right? We never stop praying. Yeah, so I recall, you know, for me, after I found out we were getting a boy, I'm super excited, you know, because this is exactly what God showed me. God just keep conforming His word to me and conforming these things, not only by my side, but to see I also proclaim it, because I could recall, you know, my mom giving me these pink tops. I said, so baby,
pink little baby clothes.
and I give back my mother and I said, no,
it's a buy.
It's a buy I get it. It can be blue or some other color, because I was that confident that we're getting a boy child.
Yeah.
And you know, even though yes, Giovanna had this placenta previa, I saw it as a next opportunity to testify about God's goodness. Yeah. And that is one of the reasons we're doing this video here. Yeah. Is to testify and to share with you God is good. Because after she was diagnosed with the placenta previa, we were equipped with prayer. Yep. Right? And you know, every night we continue to pray. Yeah. Night after night after night we continue to pray. And I could recall in the 28th week, we went back and we did the ultrasound. And you know, the placenta was actually the same place. And you know, the doctor advised that, you know, we should start planning a date. Yeah. For a baby to born, because she said that with the placenta previa and also not knowing where the cyst is
or how large it is,
it would be a bit difficult for her to push out or even considering pushing out.
Deadly to push out.
Because the best option at that time was to get a C-section so that both baby and Giovanna can come out safe out of the delivery room.
She also said, Jeffrey, to you that there's also a high chance of the placenta migrating to its correct position so that I can have a normal delivery. Another thing too, I forgot to mention that having placenta previa, sometimes your baby could also come out prematurely. So to prevent all of that, any possible complication, the CS would have been the best option.
So after that, you know, we got the news. It wasn't news that we wanted to hear. Yeah. But it was news. You know, after we found out that, we went home and I told Giovanna, I said, listen, I tell Giovanna, I said, you can get a normal delivery. Yeah. Right? And everything would be okay with you and baby. And I could recall, you know, one specific night, I think it was the first week into our pregnancy. I went into that room and I prayed for baby. And you know, every night, I would wake up Giovanna with this one song. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. Right? And I would continue praying, put my hand on Giovanna's tummy. And that same specific night I was praying, I could recall Holy Spirit telling me, guys, listen, this thing is real. Right? Holy Spirit literally tell me, why am I still praying for something that He has already done? Yeah. Right? He has already healed her, so why am I praying? Guys, you know, when I ordered this thing, right away I wake up Giovanna. And I was like, Giovanna, Holy Spirit said everything is alright, you're healed. Let me go do ultrasound in the morning. And Giovanna was like...
To be honest, guys, although, you know, we were very prayerful and so, I was still a bit doubtful. I was just like, what if? I had a little faith. I didn't have much. But indeed, Jeffrey he woke up and he's like, let's get this ultrasound done. And I was like, no man, that really makes sense. No man, we could always do it later. But for now, let's just continue to be cautious because you just don't know. I remember saying that, you know, we could wait a bit because at that time I was doing a lot of research, checking up a lot of YouTube videos, you know, to see mothers who have been diagnosed with placenta previa. So I've done a lot of research and it says that most likely if your placenta do migrate to its right position, that would usually happen like around the third week of pregnancy. When he received the word, that was at the 31st week. So I was like saying, man, let's wait for another 2 weeks. So at that time when we do the ultrasound, it should give a direct result as to whether this placenta has been migrated or not.
So guys, after we went the 3rd or 5th week to do the ultrasound, guys, no kidding, this placenta went into the normal position. And we were like, God, you are so awesome. It was like unbelievable, as you guys can see it in this video. Everything was normal, on point, right?
It's like it never happened. And of course, because the baby was so big at that time, there was no evidence of the cyst. But I guess it was there, but It was hiding somewhere. The cyst was totally out of this whole thing. The placenta migrated to its right location. God, guys, that was just God. I mean, just reflecting back on that whole experience, I can't say nothing else but God was with us.
No matter what situation you're in, God's word will not return unto him void. And you know, after that we called everyone, because I was praying, but guess what? I wasn't the only one praying. Our family were praying. Yep. We had a whole prayer support team, you know. We had our family praying for us. God continues to show us that he loves us and he's there with us in every aspect and in every step. And you know, up to this day, as I continue to tell my wife, these are things that I will forever hold dear to me.
And guys, you know, with everything I was going through, God, he simply was teaching me not to doubt him. So for all the pregnant women out there who may have just found out that they have placenta previa, we all know that according to research that there are chances that your placenta would migrate to its right position, and there are other cases where it remains right above the cervix. I would just like to encourage you to stay focused, keep trusting in God. Unlike me, yes, I've been a bit doubtful here and there. I know how it would feel because I've been through it, you know, thinking that the worst would happen. But I would like to encourage you not to think of the worst. Think about positive things. Let your mind be filled with only positive things and positive results. Remember, God has your back. So be prayerful. Do not give up hope, because God can work things out for you. So guys, thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that we bless you in some way or the other. We hope that our testimony would be an encouragement to those who's listening and really need that word of confirmation that all will be well. You just need to put your trust in God. Please don't forget, we're not here to pull down anyone, but to build each other up so we can continue to live in love, unity, and healthy relationships. Please also don't forget to live in love according to what the Word of God says in 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. Please share this video with others so that they can see and hear of the goodness of God. Guys, we sincerely love you all. See you guys in our next video. Goodbye.